Welcome to Trendsetter Crypto TV. I'm your gracious host, Solo. Guys, today we're doing a what if scenario, okay? For those that don't know, one of my current favorite shows is a show called What If. It's a show based on the comics regarding the Avengers. And the series is what if certain characters that were evil turned out to be good, and certain characters that are good turned out to be evil, okay? Now, I know you guys are wondering, what does this have to do with what if ETFs don't get approved? Well, guys, I'm not here to spread FUD, but I've had a lot of conversations with cryptocurrency YouTubers and influencers off camera, and a lot of them have this notion or speculation that ETFs won't be approved and that this is a big ruse to dump on retail, etc., okay? So guys, this video is just to paint a scenario of what if, and let me just be clear. Let me state for the record, I do believe that ETFs will be approved in 2024, okay? However, to indulge, my contemporaries, as well as to give the audience some information of who may believe that this scenario could play out, or to give a strategy if this may happen, let's consider this. What if ETFs don't get approved? Now, guys, before we get into that, there's a lot of evidence coming out on a daily basis that this is not the case, okay? ARK sells remainder of GBTC holdings, invest $100 million in Bitcoin ETF. This just came out less than 7 hours ago. Now, ARK Investment, as you guys may know, is ran by Kathy Woods. And basically, their Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC holdings worth $200 million, was liquidated today. And that's revealed by Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas, for those of you who want to do the research. Now, I'm going to read this here. Today, ARK sold its entire remaining GBTC position. It was ARKW's biggest holding only a month ago, and used half of the money, $100 million-ish, to buy BITO, B-I-T-O, likely as liquidation transition tool to keep beta to BTC while it legs into ARKW or ARKB, okay? So here you guys see he posted a screenshot as receipts. Then, guys, this just came out 2 days ago. Spot Bitcoin ETF approval may be coming in January. Experts say here's what it means for investors, okay? So this is what the mainstream media is reporting. Then, for those who don't care for CNBC, which I understand, here you have routers saying that SEC tells Spot Bitcoin ETF hopeful to make final changes by year end. Sources. Now, guys, last week, the SEC was meeting with BlackRock, ARK, Fidelity, and other investment firms to go over some of the ETF speculations or requirements, right? And these meetings, guys, have even been public. They're not secret. People have posted receipts, memos, and such, okay? So there's a lot of evidence, guys, that does show that ETFs will be approved. But once again, this is a what if video, okay? So guys, let's get straight into it. So guys, this is an article posted by CoinDesk that came out about 2 months ago. What happens to Bitcoin price if spot ETF isn't approved? And they talked to a couple of quote unquote experts like Lauren Kessis, a crypto trading advisor at CEC Capital. He said we could see a move downward and the target could be below 30,000. Any decline, Kisses noted, would have to be balanced against other bullish catalysts, such as the approaching halving. A cluster at 25,000 is highly unlikely unless the SEC is categorical. But I sense it will be a back to the drawing board situation, and hope will be still in the back of everyone's mind. If the ETF doesn't get approved, I anticipate it would be a significant letdown for the market, said Martin Lineweber, a product strategist at Market Vector Indexes. The spot Bitcoin ETF is often viewed as a hallmark of institutional acceptance and integration into the mainstream financial systems. Yeah, guys, I mean, to keep it simple, I've said that spot Bitcoin ETFs allow for mainstream adoption for, your mom and pops or aunt and uncles who are not tech savvy to be able to buy Bitcoin, right? Or even crypto on a decentralized exchange, aka DApp, for example. And for people who just don't have time or don't want to bother with learning how to do it, the ETFs allow an easier point of entry. However, guys, remember, you do give up your sovereignty because you have a middleman that is buying the crypto for you, aka Bitcoin in this scenario. And we know that that's not the point of crypto to begin with, okay? That the point of it, as we on this channel acknowledge, is to be in charge of your own sovereignty when it comes to your own Bitcoin or cryptos, to be in control of your own finances, etc. Okay? Now, Lineweber notes that Bitcoin as a decentralized entity certainly doesn't hinge its existence on an ETF, but a rejection would undeniably cast a bearish shadow on Bitcoin's price in the short term. So basically, and this is the end of the article, he says that this would drag the crypto market. And yeah, I agree with that. So in this what if scenario, guys, I do think then the narrative would move to the Bitcoin halving. That would be the narrative. However, you would have an immediate dump. Now, would the dump go to 30,000 or even lower? Possibly. I mean, I don't know. But since this is a what if scenario, what I do see happening would be that Bitcoin would retrace to about 30,000, possibly lower, and altcoins would retrace massively as well. However, then as we get closer to the halving, the market would recover, as it's been historically known to do. When the Bitcoin halving happens, there's typically bullish momentum, and then after the halving, the bullish momentum continues until there is a full-blown on bull market, which usually has a Bitcoin blow off top, meaning the peak is usually anywhere within 14 to 18 months after the halving, okay? So in reality, guys, this would be a setback, definitely a major setback in regards to institutional advancement or adoption in the crypto market. It would be a setback because the narrative then would change. And we know in the crypto market, because it's so young, right? Even though the crypto market has been active for over 13 years now, narrative and speculation drive a lot of the news. It is what it is. However, I think in 2024, even if the ETFs in this scenario weren't approved, the halving would still be a bullish catalyst that would allow the crypto market then to spur on and to continue to progress and go upwards, okay? So anyway, guys, this is just a quick video on what if. Personally, I don't think this scenario will play out, but what if it does? Well, then if you have dry powder on the side, you'll be able to get some of your altcoins for the low. You'll be able to get Bitcoin for the low, okay? Now, I'm not saying the scenario will happen, but what if? God bless. It's your boy Jones, and I'm out. Peace.